It's Alan and Omar from Breaking and Entering Radio.
Yep.
Patrick is not here this week.
No.
But we're giving you a little bonus. A little extra.
A little bit
extra.
A little bit extra.
You hear the drill beat in the background.
We just gave you, we just told you to put your pinky nail in it.
Yeah.
Get a little,
Oh my god.
just a little bit.
Okay.
Not too much.
Oh my god.
A little sample.
We are here giving you a little bonus today because we are going to start doing these again.
Yeah.
And let's talk about Ice Spice.
Sure.
One Miss Ice
So
Spice.
Alan last night told me to do my homework before we did the show today. So I checked. So I'd seen her pop up on Twitter and whatnot. And I didn't really, because all the tweets were negative, and I was like, whatever. Like, I'm looking at these negative tweets. I don't want to cloud my perception. So I'll just let some songs come up naturally, whether it's in the mix or if I'm out somewhere and if it just happens.
Right.
That's fine. Like, I don't want to just listen to it because then that just kind of like incites like a hate listen. You don't want that. You don't want to listen to something from a negative spot.
Right.
Because then you're not going to be able to properly enjoy it.
Sure.
So when you were like, hey, check the stuff out, and I was like, all right. So at the old job today, I was like, all right, let me threw the headphones in, threw on the noise canceling, so I got the full music just in the ears. And I was, because what I do is involves a lot of spreadsheets. I was knocking out some VLOOKUPs, comparing some stuff.
While you had drill type beats happening.
Drill type with Ice Spice going on, and I think the one everyone knows is Munch. That's the big one that everyone knows.
Right, that's the first one I had heard from her.
Yeah, I think that's the first one, and that's the one that got that was getting passed around. Because I believe Munch has
Munch has got 1 billion listens to it or something like that. Something crazy.
Well, I'm just on Spotify because
I don't really know. So I don't know where Ice Spice came up from other than that song.
She's from the BX.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know what kicked her off. How if she's rolling with anybody. She's unsigned, right? I think.
I have no clue if she's signed or not.
Yeah.
These days, because I'm a very skeptical person. Now I know you are skeptical about things, as am I.
Right.
But industry-wise, there's a lot of there's been this history of especially once labels were able to figure out how blogs were able to promote music and how the internet was able to promote music.
Yeah.
And it took them a while to figure it out. But
Yes.
once they did, it was like, okay, we might find an artist and have them signed to maybe a minor deal, like a development type deal.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're just going to put them, then we'll just kind of
let them live.
float them out there
Yep.
and see. Because those label contacts had people working for blogs and websites, and they could just kind of float stuff out there. Or if they knew someone that had some prominence online, they could just kind of float stuff out there,
Right.
and see what
the kids are into.
Yeah, see, does this catch? Does
the kids
the kids like it? And there's some people that do come up more organically and whatnot, right? And I mean, this is where I'm not being a cynical. The way that you catch on as an artist has changed. The paradigm has changed.
Yeah.
But, it's not about making some stuff, maybe performing locally. Maybe you spread out and do more shows.
You don't make it on the road anymore, as opposed to you make it on the internet.
Yeah, it's like before your grind was on the road before. Now your grind is online and that's where kids congregate. They congregate online, which kind of speaks to a bigger thing in society.
Yes.
Where society as a whole has kind of punished children for being outside.
Yeah.
You want to tell kids to go outside and do stuff, but
But then all the cool stuff is inside.
well, the cool stuff is inside, or it costs money, or if kids just want to hang out outside, you shoo them away. It's
Yeah.
oh, I can't go to the mall because I can't be there. I have to be there with a parent, so
Right.
we can't hang out at the mall. I can't go to the park after a certain time because you don't want kids at the park. I can't skate. You skated. You still skate.
Yep.
There's only so many places you can go to skate, right? You can't
Yep.
go skate. If you just see a group of kids outside somewhere hanging out, everyone's like, what are those kids doing there? What's going on? Oh no, oh no, oh no. So now at this point, you have punished children for wanting to be outside, but you want them to be outside because you want them in the house.
Yeah.
But now they're in the house, now they're online. That's how they're connecting with each other, which not to get into a large societal discussion about stuff. But this
did kind of devolve a little bit, but I'm happy for it. It's good.
No, these are things I think about.
Right.
So it's I do you have like younger nieces and nephews and stuff?
Yeah, I got
Or cousins or yeah.
cousin-in-law.
Okay.
Yeah, younger.
If you had a niece
Both college age now.
All right.
Oh God.
yeah, if you had a niece or nephew, I'd be like, what happened?
No, I do have a I mean, like, young.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
I have to remember it sometimes,
yes,
but I have to.
Right. So like, yeah, but they spend so like
They're online though.
Yeah,
that's where they hang.
Yeah, they're online. Like I would like my nephew would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go play Fortnite with my friends.
Yeah.
They're not.
But
here.
that's where they're sharing music now too.
Yeah.
They're sharing it there. They're sharing it. TikTok is huge, obviously.
Yeah, TikTok's a monster.
So
yeah, that's where all this stuff. This is where the music grows. Now it's not like, I saw them at Miramar. they did a day show at Miramar. It was dope.
Yeah.
Or they were at the Summerfest stage at like 2:00 in the afternoon. Like
Producer
that's
Rocky
not,
has come in because he's a big fan of the TikTok and of Ice Spice, obviously.
So like that now that's where artists come up from right, and then it just kind of spreads from there. So with labels will kind of sign artists to those, and it's like a it's like a shadow signing more or less, where this artist seems
it's an industry plan.
Presented as independent, but has some backing and some management and some guidance.
Now we don't know for sure if Ice Spice is an industry plant, but it sounds like it. I mean, pieces are there. Maybe she's not. Maybe you're in a big market. Maybe you just kind of take off and that's what happens. But who knows? Here's my thought on it: is that it only takes a few seconds of this to be like, this is hard. I like this.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? We were talking about drill beats.
Drill beats undefeated right now.
So
drill beats are going on like a 2010s Warriors run right now.
So you get a few seconds of that on TikTok. You get a moderately attractive woman to be on there.
Yep.
And because to rap over that.
Ice Spice is a very pretty nice young lady. I'll say that.
That's a fast way to 1.4 million followers. And because of how fast she came up, everybody is like, they want to be on the cool new thing.
Yep.
And she is the cool new thing. So you can grow those pieces are there that you can grow that so
it's like
fast.
Right now, it's like her and like Glorilla right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are like the two. Like, shout out to Flo Milli and Lakia. Like, they were the hot. Like, I mean, they're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
But like last year, they were the hot ones.
Right. And because nobody wants to be left behind, that's how you amass a following so fast when you have just that one hot single. And that's what Munch is. Now, the reason we're talking about it, though, is because we talked about it on this week's radio show, is she performed at Rolling Loud, and people ridiculed her, and they said that, maybe not the best performer. I don't expect her to be a good performer.
No, she has five. So she has 5 songs on Spotify that are theoretically cleared and ready to be run through ASCAP and so on and so forth. Right? It's 5 songs right now. She might have other. I'm sure she has other stuff out there floating around, mixtape, SoundCloud, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Right now it's 5. And because artists don't come up performing on the road,
right?
You don't have those reps. You don't have that experience where you're out at a big festival like Rolling Loud, and it's like you don't like. Did you have the time and I don't know if you has management or whatnot. So it's like, was your manager looking at you and being like, "Hey, we got this set at Rolling Loud. You're gonna do 1, maybe 2 songs. Let's work on some stuff. Let's find some space where you can perform. You can work on that breath control, performance, like where you're looking, what you're doing." Working on those things, like
you went from the block to 20,000 people.
Exactly,
you know.
And Jay-Z is something he's talked about that where he had to develop into a stage performer.
Yeah,
he was like, I didn't know how to rap. That's a terrible Jay-Z impression.
That's fine,
but
people will know.
Yeah, so like he had to work on that. He had to work on that, right? Master P had to work on that.
Exactly.
There's so many artists have had to work on that across all genres. So like you got to work on if that's not how you came up, you got to work on that and get that down, because if you go to those, because once people go to those shows, like that's a whole nother experience where they're like, oh, I went to this show, they were there, it was amazing, I had a great time. Now they have that connection to you. Yeah. Now it's not just a song that I have downloaded or I pull up on a stream. They have that connection. You. They saw you. They have that connection. They saw you.
On the flip side, everybody has a phone now, though. You know what I mean? So like, it's a harder way to come up, because If you bomb in front of 20,000 people, that
Everybody
is
sees it.
20,000 phones.
Right. It's one thing if you bombed at,
Somebody's got a lot of followers and they can put that out.
Yo, it's one thing if you bombed out at Cafe Bremen on a random Monday.
Right.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. Now you bombed out in front of 20,000 people at an arena, a bunch of people with the phones out. That's all over the place.
That's on the internet. That's
so
everywhere.
now
So
when
that's
she
what
comes
we're
out,
running
so
into.
now it's like now you gotta. And again, this is where artist management comes into play.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, what's the game plan? What we got to do now?
Exactly.
Hey, shake that off. That's not the end of the world. We can come back from this.
Yeah.
But now we got to figure out the next steps.
In Ice Spice's case, I think there's plenty of. She's still got 1.4 million followers. If she puts out a hot song tomorrow,
Yes,
she's
I think
fine.
Her so Munch has how many streams on Spotify?
A shit ton of them. A ton. So
10.3 million.
I was at least 2 or 3 of those today.
Same.
So all she has to do really is put out one hot single again or one hot snippet of something right back in there. I don't think that this is anything like she's cooked or anything like that now.
No.
So I'm interested to see where she takes it. I'm interested to see how she responds to the harshness of the internet being all over her right now. But I think that there's plenty of room for her to come back. And come back is a harsh term, but like there is plenty of room for her to bounce back from this and grow from it. So keep a lookout for more Ice Spice. I'm into it though. Munch is a banger. I will say that. And if she makes another Munch, we're talking about something pretty serious. And she hasn't even dropped a project yet. So if a project comes out, whole nother ballgame. But in the meantime, keep it locked. If you want to hear us talk about more radio stuff like this, more hip hop stuff like this.
I'm looking at her IG right now.
Oh, this is gonna be a minute. So okay, if you want to check out more Breaking and Entering Radio, we're every Thursday. We're on Spotify. We're on Mixcloud. We're on breakingandentering.net. You can check us out there, as well as 40 plus online radio stations and a couple FMs as well. All sorts of other stuff. Links are all over the place down in wherever you're watching this. Thanks for watching, and make sure you tune in to Breaking and Entering Radio on Thursdays.